feared for the power of her mind, worried about what she could find.
Hey Taurus, this is a timeless reading for you, starting with the card Creativity, followed by Healing, Joy, Blessing, White Magic, Burden, Mouse, Imagination, and Injustice. There are a lot of positive cards in the first row, and I feel like the second row, even though that wasn't my intention, that's what it feels like right now. Like the second row cards are coming up like a clarification card of the first row. And the first row is very good news for you, like creativity, healing, joy, and blessing, white magic. I mean, that's all we can ask for. So if you felt like you were stuck in some kind of artistic endeavor, if you had some kind of blockage that will be solved, if you felt like you aren't creative, it would just mean that you are discovering something within you. And this creativity doesn't have to be connected to artistic stuff. It can also mean that you're just becoming creative in inventing something or doing something in your very own way, setting a trend in something. This could even be in a technical field or working with food, working with people. It could be anything. I mean, we don't always have to be creative in an artistic way. With the healing card, of course, it also speaks of some kind of physical ease, if not entirely healing something, some kind of chronic ailment or something that just happened recently due to an accident. So there could be some good news coming in regarding that here as well. And with the joy card, of course, becoming very creative, being in tune, being in the flow, healing physically, mentally, emotionally, that makes us very joyous, so that is obvious. But I feel like the joy card also speaks here of becoming very playful, like even if something annoying happens, if something doesn't work out 100% the way you want it, I feel like there is a very playful attitude and a lot of patience here as well. And with the blessing and white magic card, this is very profound. So there is a spiritual background to all of the first cards here, the first three cards. So it's not just on a superficial level that by coincidence something good happens to you. No, it could mean that for a very long time things didn't go well at all. Maybe you experienced a lot of losses at once, or for several years, loss after loss, and maybe something was also very frustrating. Even let's just take an example, like a creative writer's blockage or something like that. Like it was really stuck. And I feel like even the negative part that you might have just gone through, it was part of your journey. You might have learned a lot about yourself, but also about who is your true friend, who is not. And often these kind of realizations about ourselves and about others, they can also only come through harsh experiences. And now this is the time where all this is turning around. And there is this blessing, this white magic that will soothe everything. And now I'm gonna go into the second row here, which has a lot of negative cards here. And I said in the beginning, and I still feel this way, that those are clarification cards. So with the creativity, when I said that something was blocking your creativity, I feel like it was due to some existential worries, like a physical burden that you were carrying. This could also be for some of you that due to an ailment, a physical disease, you couldn't go in the pace that you wanted to go because it was very heavy physically, or and I feel for many of you it is due to some kind of societal duty and earning money, making a living with something that is quotes a real job, and maybe feeling guilty. Maybe some of you have this very creative spark in you, but you don't want to live it because you think maybe you cannot earn a living with this. So this was very burdening. It was the burden of this duty that we have to, do something normal, do something that maybe we don't always want to do, but we have to do it because it's a real thing, in quotes. And let's just say you wanted to be an artist, but then you felt like, it will not work. You cannot make a living. Maybe you have to take care of someone, or even if you just have to take care of yourself, maybe it felt just irresponsible to you to live this creativity and to, include it into your life every day. Or also this fear that you cannot do something the way you want to do it at work, and you started to imitate other people's behaviors or the way other people do something, even if it's in a technical field. And maybe you always felt like, no, I have to do it this way. No, I have to repair this thing in another way, and then it could be much more efficient. But the way you were taught, it has to be in a different way. So maybe you were scared of your own creativity, and you had to carry this burden that if you do it in a different way, if you try out a new technique in something, you would get fired, or someone could perceive you as incompetent. That's what I'm feeling here. And with the physical healing, there is something for just a few of you, literally about your physical height. Like maybe feeling too small or being too small, and like there's some kind of mental healing regarding the size here, but that's just for very few. For others of you, it's also something that is mentally burdening regarding your physical situation, where the small card just represents that something is much smaller than it seems, that there was an issue that is truly there. There could be a diagnosis, and maybe it could either be you or your doctor or both of you or several people who made this issue much worse than it has to be. And it could be that you will find out there is a very small thing just that you have to adapt in your life, that you have to change in your life for this healing to come. Like hearing about this issue in your body might have really worn you out and scare you a lot. And then there could be coming some news, and that actually it's not as big as they thought, and there is just a small thing that you have to change to receive this improvement of the situation. It could also be regarding money, that maybe something wasn't covered by your health insurance and that was a huge problem. Maybe something regarding your physical healing was very expensive, and there will be a relief regarding that something suddenly is cheaper, more affordable. I feel like there is still something else here in this situation. Yes, there is some small unexpected help coming in that actually has a tremendous effect. Like it appears in the very first moment just as a small aid, but it will lead you to a huge healing. For others of you, unfortunately, I'm getting that something has been played down a little bit, that something is actually worse than it was being portrayed. But even here, you might just have to change your doctor. Then this is a small realization that someone needs to get a more realistic perspective on something which is not your fault. As I said, like someone made something smaller than it is. But as I said, I feel like it's a very positive reading, like there is a solution to that here as well. With the joy card, what was suppressing your joy, what was tainting it, is this imagination card. And I feel like there is a constant play of hope and disappointment. And you will have this realization about your imagination, your own imagination misleading you. Either if it's positive or negative thinking, like both is unrealistic and both can make you very, very unhappy. Very positive thinking, and then there's a disappointment, huge disappointment. Very negative thinking, then you start to expect super horrible things and you create all this fear. So both is, actually very counterproductive, or it's not very helpful. Blessing, white magic, clarified by injustice. So injustice, yeah, I also have a curse, a black magic card. Actually, I feel like I should have drawn this one. But no, you have the injustice card. For some of you, there could be literally something about your voice or even singing, that something was blocked here as well due to someone who was very ill-intended towards you. It could be literally black magic, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah, I feel like this is some kind of spiritual injustice here. Like someone was manipulating some kind of energies, whether spiritually on purpose with black magic or just with their thoughts. Maybe this person isn't even spiritually interested at all, but they are sending so many negative thoughts and emotion towards you. Or some people, in your environment, in your family even, they can talk you down, they can like passively aggressive manipulate you, always giving you like when you're happy they say something stupid, and they don't have to say it in a very direct way, they can do it very indirectly. Someone who uses a very vague language as well. And it could be that you will realize that due to this person in your life and due to you letting them sabotage you mentally, there are a lot of unfair situations in your life where you are not being acknowledged or respected for what you do and for who you are and for what you're capable of, where someone else is reaping the benefits of something that you made happen. And also maybe for a few of you even in a legal situation. On all levels. Even physically, you could, like whatever this ailment is, or this problem that you're having with your body, even if it's nothing serious, just a small thing, you will realize the connection to this person, like someone literally made you sick. But yeah, there is blessing and white magic here. At the bottom of the deck we have naivety. And this is, I feel like, your realization. We are all naive sometimes. And even if life teaches us a lot of harsh lessons and we understand a lot of things, sometimes it can still happen to us that we get to know a person. We get to know 10 people, and one of them we utterly misjudge and see something positive where there is nothing, because they are very good at portraying themselves this way. Like that we have learned a lesson and we have matured and we improved our discernment, but it still doesn't work 100%. And I feel like there is something here about another lesson that you just recently went through, but it will all be fine, I feel. Okay, I'm gonna pull some health and lifestyle cards for you as well. And I have just recently added some new ones. Let's see if I will pull one of the new ones for you. This one jumped out. It's travel. Teeth. Ears. Cardio. Doctor. Therapy, apple, and hiking. I want to pull some more. Baby. Oh, this is one of the new ones. Okay, baby, water, lemon, B12, and beach. Okay. Some animal cards for you as well. What kind of animal might be significant? I only have made so few cards for this deck. I don't know, I don't feel really inspired to continue with this one. And I don't use it a lot. You have the dolphin. Dolphin and beach. You have the budgie. Oh my god, my favorite animal. Budgie and airplane travel might be connected. Parasite. Could be about this person. With the injustice and the black magic. We have pig. And one more is lovebirds. Oh, you have 2 birds here. Okay. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.